So this is Romeo, and he's about 3.5, 4 years old now, and he's got wobbly cat syndrome, and he's also had a mystery illness, so we still don't know what the hell's happened, and he's got some hyperextension in his front paws, which is causing his movement to be a little bit worse than it was previously. Now, when I got him, he was 5 months old, and I knew he had a neurological condition. I didn't know it was wobbly cat syndrome at the time. I sort of got lied to a little bit by the shelter, but that's neither here nor there. But once I got him and we figured out what was going on, and I started doing research, I realised one thing that isn't really talked about a lot with medically complex cats, so I wanted to come on here and talk about it. And I love him. He's my absolute soul cat, and I wouldn't change anything. But I see a lot of people, especially comments in my my TikTok videos and stuff, saying, "Oh, they love wobbly cats," or get a shelter cat, get a medically complex cat if you can. 100% agree. If you can provide them a life, do it. It's so rewarding. He's got the best personality. I fucking love him. One thing you have to understand, one thing that I've come to terms with, is that while his condition, cerebellum hyperplasia, he can still live a full long life on it. Most cats with it don't live full long lives just because of associated conditions that come. And 9 times out of 10, his life is going to end because I'm going to have to make the decision that his quality of life is shit, that he can't move, that his movement's gone to crap because of arthritis or injuries or other joint issues and problems because they're so heavy on their joints with their movement, that I'm probably going to have to make a quality of life call at some point. And I've accepted that, and I'm ready to make that call if I have to, when it's time and when he's given up and when his life is no longer fulfilling because he can't move. I know that's probably how it's going to end. It's going to break me. It's going to absolutely fucking break me. But it's something that you have to be aware of if you take medically complex cats, that you will probably have to make that decision at one point or another, and you need to be ready to make that decision for their welfare. And like, as much as you want to keep going, and he's put me through the ringer the last year. He's at 2 times when it's been close, and the vet sat me down and we've started having talks about it, and then he's pulled back up and he's come back good from pretty much death's door. But through each one of those, in his eyes, he'd never given up. But as soon as he gives up and as soon as his quality of life is shit, I'm going to have to make that decision that's best for him. You want to keep him alive as long as possible, obviously, and I do. And he's my soul cat. But if he gets chronic arthritis, if he's in constant pain, if his movement goes to shit and then he can't move anymore, and it's just, his life is just pain and medications, I will make that choice for him. But yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to break me, but it's something you have to be aware of if you take medically complex cats, especially CH cats. And it's something you have to be prepared to do in the end, because you want to keep them alive, but you need to make sure you're keeping them alive for their benefit, not for your benefit, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's all. Just thought I'd come in on here to talk about that, because has been coming a lot of comments saying, "Oh, I'm going to go get a CH cat, or I'm going to get the medically complex cat from the shelter," which is great. Do that, but be aware that 9 times out of 10 you'll be having to make that decision, and you need to be prepared to make that decision when their quality of life is no longer there. But not for a long time, Romeo. Okay? Not for a long time. Hey, Damocles, I love you, darling.